Hello everyone, how are you all? I'm Neha Aggarwal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to discuss the direct and inverse variation of class 8. In that I'm just going to discuss that what all questions comes under the category of direct variation and what all will come under the category of inverse variation. Okay, because many of my students told that ma'am we know how to solve the direct variation question and inverse variation question, but the problem is we are not able to identify that which question is of direct variation and which is of inverse variation. So today I'll discuss some of the examples here and we'll discuss which will come in the direct variation and which will come under the inverse variation. I'm not going to solve them. Okay, and these questions I have taken from RD Sharma and RX Aggarwal mix. Okay, sure. So let's go to my board. Okay, now the first question is the second class uh, railway fare for 240 km of journey is rupees 15. What would be the fare for journey of 139.2 kilometers? Okay, now in case of direct variation, what happens that if one quantity or one thing increases, the other will also increase, or if one decreases, then other will also decrease, right? Then we say that this is in direct variation. Now if you see 240 kilometers, right, the fare is 15 rupees. Now here the distance is less, definitely the fare will decrease. That means when more distance, then more fare, right? Now if distance will decrease, definitely the fare will decrease, right? So this is the case of direct variation. Understood? Now second case, 8 taps of the same size fill a tank in 27 minutes. Okay, if two taps go out of order, how long would the remaining taps take to fill the tank? Means there are 8 taps, they are of the same size, okay, and they fill the tank in 27 minutes. Now two taps go out of order, means they are not working now. Now we are remaining with 6 uh, taps only. Now definitely the time taken would increase, right? Because there are now only 6 steps to work. So see, number of taps is decreasing and the time taken would increase, right? This will decrease and this will increase. So this is the case of inverse variation. Understood? Next one. Now a school has 9 periods a day, each of 40 minutes duration. What I'm reading. A school has 9 periods a day, each of 40 minutes duration. How long would each period be if the school has 8 periods a day, assuming the number of school hours to be the same? Now 9 periods, 40 minutes each, right? Now if number of periods are decreasing but the school time remains same, for example, if you have 4 hours ka school time, okay, now there are say 1 hour period each. Now you will have, in this case you will have 4 periods, right? Now the school has decided to reduce the lecture size or the period size, so it will be 30 minutes now. Now you the this time is decreasing. Now you will have 8 periods, right? That is, the other thing is increasing. One is decreasing, other is increasing. So this is the case of inverse variation again, right? Now fourth one is Anupama takes 125 minutes in walking a distance of 100 meters. What distance would she cover in 350 minutes? Okay, now in 125 minutes she is walking 100 meters. Okay, now what distance would she cover in 315 minutes? Means if the time is increasing, right, time is increasing, definitely the number of steps will increase. One is decreasing, other it will also increase. So this is the case of direct variation. Okay, this is how you have to think that which question lies in the category of direct variation and which lies in the category of inverse variation. Okay, now another question, 6 cows can graze a field in 28 days. How long would 14 cows take to graze the same field? Now, 6 cows can eat the grass over the field in 28 days. Okay, now if there are 14 cows, that is the number of cows are increasing, definitely the time will decrease, because more cow then they will eat fast, that is time taken will be less, so time will decrease. So this will be the case of one is increasing, other is decreasing. This is the case of inverse variation. Understood? Now another, I have some more examples, we'll see that as well. In 15 days, the Earth picks up 1.2 into 10 to the power 8 kg of dust from the atmosphere. In how many days will it pick? Days it will pick up 4.8 into 10 to the power 8 kg of dust, right? So if 15 days it is picking up 1.2 something. Okay. Now in how many days it will be 4.8. Now see, this is increasing, right? So number of days will also increase, right, in this case, because if 15 days are taken for this much of dust, then if dust is increasing, number of days will also increase. That is that means if one quantity is increasing, other will also increase. Case of direct variation. Now another, in a fort 300 men had provision for 90 days. Okay. After 20 days 50 men left the fort. How long would the food last for, at the same rate? Means three there is food in a fort for 300 men and for 90 days initially. Okay. But after 20 days what happened? 50 men left the fort. So now after 20 days means 300 men consume for 20 days. First 20 days 300 men consumes. Now the days remaining are 70, right? Now see, the food is remaining after 20 days for 300 men, right? 300, if 300 men were there, then they can eat for 70 more days. But 50 men left, that is number of men is decreasing, right? Definitely the food consumption would be less. That means it will last for more days. So other thing is increasing. So this is the case of inverse variation. Now, 100 soldiers in a fort has enough food for 20 days, but some soldiers were transferred to the another fort and the food lasted for 25 days, right? How many soldiers were transferred? Same as the above, right? 100 soldiers were there. Sorry, 1000 soldiers were there. They can have, the food is enough for 20 days, but some soldiers were transferred. That is, it is decreasing. So, the food lasted for 25 days. Definitely another thing is increasing. This is decreasing. The number of soldiers are decreasing and number of days are increasing. Again, the case of inverse variation. Now, Renu types 540 words during half an hour. For in 30 minutes or half an hour, she can type 540 words. How many words would she types in 8 minutes? Obviously, this if the time is decreasing, in less time she will type less words, right? So if one thing is decreasing, another is also decreasing. Again, direct variation. Last question. If 56 men can do a piece of work in 42 days, right? How many men will do it in 14 days? Means here the days is decreasing. Definitely we have to increase the manpower, that is we have to increase the number of workers. So this will increase. One is decreasing, another is increasing, and again the case of inverse variation, right? Okay. Now I hope that all the cases or all the questions are clear to you, that in which case you have to use the direct variation and in which case you have to use the inverse variation. Okay, so bye for now.